is to bring up politicians to talk about whatever it is. If the students or members of the community feel unwelcome, sure, even if they're liberal.
You would have gotten up and walked out. Daniela, would you agree?
Have this discussion.
Yeah, so what I think is that the walkout was in response to the fact that members of our own community felt unwelcome, uncomfortable, and even unsafe with the invitation of Mike Pence. And so I agree with Luis that if that is the case with whoever the invitation is, that I would be walking out in solidarity with students who don't feel welcome on their own campus at their own graduation. And so really our focus has just been that this was not the appropriate event for this kind of political discourse, that this should have been an event where all the graduates and all of their family members could have felt welcome. And so political discourse should be happening in other contexts at this campus, not at our commencement.
I understand. And then, Luis, I heard you a moment ago saying, yes, I think I heard you saying you would have walked out on this more liberal figure, just depending on at the moment or whoever that was. But, college campuses, and this is my last question, college campuses oftentimes are criticized for being, too liberal, for not considering the other side. Is that a fair stereotype?
As a stereotype, I cannot really speak about. But I can tell you that at least as my experience, as being part of this generation and as being as a recent graduate, is that, yes, there are difficulties over free speech. It's hard to have these conversations, and we agree that free speech is a very important thing and that we shouldn't be shutting it out. We need to be welcoming it. And in fact,
but you can understand how people are saying, well, how are you welcoming if, you're not respecting, despite the fact that you totally disagree with his views, not welcoming the Vice President of the United States? Final thought.
Brooke. Yeah, go ahead.
It was not the appropriate event for it. We have plenty of other forums on campus where other speakers with conservative views, with very liberal views are invited to speak in an academic context. By different clubs, by different departments. This was not the appropriate context.
Mike Pence wants to come back to do that sort of speech in that sort of environment? Of course. You can come.
Okay. Wanted to hear both sides, had to push you a little bit. It's graduates of Notre Dame. You handled it fine. I appreciate it. And congratulations once again, Luis and Daniela, both of you, for speaking and explaining why you got up and walked out. Coming up next.